Hi guys, today we're going to make something with only 2 ingredients. I got my board. The first thing we're going to need is, guess what? Is a A4 paper. It doesn't have to be A4 paper, but I think A4 paper, like most of the people have it. And let's go get some A4 paper. We need an A4 paper. I got one because I think we need extra. So I think we need 2 A4 papers. And I want to damage a little bit because I don't want to waste any paper. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to do some ASMR and I'm just going to scribble all down here. And then what you're going to do, what I did, I'm just going to scribble all over here so that it's going to have some color. I'm going to scribble down in this pink highlighter. I'm just going to write anything. I'm going to write subscribe. And please subscribe if you're new. I want to reach 10 subscribers at the end of this year. I know it's a small goal, but I think 10 subscribers is also pretty hard. After I scribble all back, I'm just going to scribble the back of the paper either. I'm being like a 3-year-old. So after I scribbled, I'm just going to cut into this like little tiny pieces so that it can well combine to make the next step. What I'm going to do, I'm going to fold it in half like origami. And then I'm going to cut into really tiny pieces. So the first thing I'll do is I'm going to cut in random pieces and make it about like a straight and a thick on the other side. Okay. After you're done with this, you're going to make into small shape of squares. You're going to make all this stack up together and then just cut into random pieces and the small pieces. This whole pile of like little piece of papers. The next step is going to have some container. It can be a half a bottle. I don't really have a container, so I used a container that contained vegetables. So I'm going to put this right over here, and I'm going to put it over there. And my container actually has a lot of Orbeez. I bought these and I made into really like cool Orbeez. Maybe I can do this like next video or something. And now I'm just going to put all of these Orbeez into my table so I can do something with it. Okay. I'm going to get my whiteboard back. And the next ingredient you're going to need is, you're going to guess what? Just guess something, even though it's incorrect. Is water. Simple, only 2 ingredients. And we're going back to your container. You're gonna need some water. I put my water. I cut the piece up because I had a really bad pronunciation. I was like, so I just cut the part. Anyways, I'm gonna put my piece of paper and I'm going to dump all of these into my bowl. Your hands can get a little bit messy because of the water, but I think water doesn't really like get really messy than using like dirt, sand or something, or glitter. Okay. After you put all this piece of papers, you're going to like kind of like squish all the how to call this stuff, like at least you're going to just squash water and back and just like make it into a pulp texture, something like this. And like after you did this and you think it's too wet, you can always put more water or get rid of more water. I think I'm gonna get rid of a little bit of water. I think there's too much water in my container, so let's see you afterwards. I get rid of my water. You're gonna keep mixing until you think it's kind of like a pulp texture. And you're going to keep mixing until it really gets so soggy, and all those like these big pieces are like sandish texture. And then, like I say, I'm going to put more paper because I want it to be, I want to turn it out like a little bit big. So after you think it's like good amount, you can repeat the process in front. And I think we're going to the next step. I'm going to cut some papers though. Put some extra water and then just keep mixing because I think there's some big pieces left. And anyways, do you enjoying this? I think this feels quite good while you're doing it, even though it kind of looks gross because it kind of looks like vomit somehow. I don't know if it's too disgusting. Yeah, it could be, but the colors are like lavender. Okay, so when you're ready, you're going to like squeeze out water and get all those pulps of water and try to get as many paper pieces as you can. Okay, so you got the big pieces and you can just squeeze out all the water and shape it. I think I'm going to shape it circular because circle is the easiest shape you can do. You can challenge yourself and do triangle, rectangular, or even a star. But I think it will mostly it can crack a lot if you make this hard shapes. But if you have a lot of time, you can maybe try. Okay, if you squeeze it out, you're going to put some more water back in to like make the shape more better. And after you keep doing this, you're going to have a nice circle shape that you want, or shape you want. You're not going to make this too dry unless you're going to crack a lot. And they're going to get rid of all this, and let's see you back. So after you get rid of the water, you're going to have a soggy ball. You can shape whatever you want, as I said. And if it doesn't work, you can repeat the process because the ingredients are very simple, only 2. So if you made it, please comment down below or like it so that I can see that you succeed. And we're going to dry it for a few days. Sadly, that's the worst thing of this process. You have to wait a lot of time. So I have one more that I did it before I made this video. So I can show you right now. So it's this. So this is the dried. Oh, what am I wrong? So this is the dried one. So I think the color got lighter and it also got really hard. Like here it doesn't even look like a paper in a bowl. And the good thing about it is, even though it cracks like here, you can always put more water and then make its shape and then dry it, and it's going to be a perfect bowl. So it can stay from a little bit of height. So for example, like here, you can say, but if you get a limit of like a meter or something, it might just like crack in half, so you have to really be careful. And you can make a ton of this in your home because I think you have a lot of ingredients. If you thought this hack was really good when you're bored, please share and like, and don't forget to subscribe. And see you next time. And if you get
蓝色的天，对青色都印颗星照片，要拼合我们在最亮眼，夜晚的银河为你装点。